Nice job defensively. Here's Marquette King now as he's on to punt for Denver. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. He'll look to set up his blockers. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. He can run for it, and he will. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet 1st down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. Complete out right to Kurz. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be taken down deep into Bronco territory. It's a big play there for the Jets on 3rd down. 47 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A give to Howard. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Two minutes to play here in the 1st half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And incomplete there. a nice hit, jars the ball free, and brings up third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Darnold from the gun. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Oh, he left this one out to the right. That's a bad miss. No good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
On 1st and 10, it's Lynch. Out of the backfield, this is Devontae Booker. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play. If you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Now Lynch to throw. And that's incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Broncos on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They go play action now. Lynch. He sets to fire deep. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A first down throw, Darnold. He's going to fire one deep over the... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. And that one results in 35 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Darnold on first down. Flushed out right. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. On first down, Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Darnold. this one is down he goes. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Third and long, it's Darnold. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And that is no good. So due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And the Jets set to take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And that one results in 35 yards.
When the big guy rumbles down the center of the field and he gains leverage on a guy trying to cover him, it is really, really tough for the defender to get through him to make a play on the football. That's why guys love to throw that route. Down the middle, throw it deep, and let the big guy go get it.
He'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Detroit! Detroit! Leopard!
Here's Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. Shedding the tackler that gives him some room. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Jordan Howard, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Well, his first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Returning it, Carlos Henderson. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Lynch will lead up the Broncos here with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. A good pickup there at 22. Throwing here, Lynch on first down. Being chased out left. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long. And they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. 2nd and 10 now. It's Lynch. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. There defensively was Buster's screen to knock it away. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And that will be incomplete as well. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Here's Marquette King now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. New York set to take the field. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made, hasn't slowed them, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Leopard!
To throw on second down is Darnold. Bryant with a catch right side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. This quarterback now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
Leopard!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now it's Darnold. Flush to his right. And some space here. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Leopard! No. Check. Patriot!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
You got it! Detroit! Leopard!
Back to throw, Darnold. The quick slant caught. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become...
Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. Jordan Howard with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Broncos on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Lynch. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Thomas, the intended target.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
After the interception, here's Darnold. This will be caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Back now here on EA Sports. On 1st and goal, Howard. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
On 2nd down, Darnold. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Jeremy Sprinkle from 8 yards out. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Terrence Brooks with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Gone! Leopard! Gone!
Here's Darnold. Now he'll escape to his right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
To throw is Darnold. He completes it to Bryant. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The psychology of the game. Never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
Gone! Back 99 Philly, here we go! Leopard!
So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Todd Davis not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. Complete outright to Kurz. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. On 4th down, Darnold gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. He's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And last time, 1-play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Will he play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
Down.
They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Keenum now to throw. Throw left side. It's reeled in by Hamilton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this.
Hey, orange!
On first and 10, Keenum. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
Bryant has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in.
Back 99 Philly, here we go! Gone!
Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. Going deep for Hopkins. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Detroit!
Play action. It's Darnold. He'll buy some time right. Going deep for Benjamin. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be taken down deep into Bronco territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 52 yards.
Watch it now, Barney!
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to, because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And Denver getting set to take the field. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room, get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Detroit! Detroit!
And Darnold wants to throw the football. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And it's incomplete. Clock now showing 0:05. That's all we have left here in the fourth. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, getting the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Okay.